Hello there. This video I'm about to do is a lesson, really. I'll just bring you up to date with everything. I'm currently being treated for prostate cancer, pretty common. So I'm not doing an awful lot at the minute. However, the last few years I've done gigs all over the place as a solo artist, playing mainly fingerstyle guitar and singing stuff, my own songs usually. But I've also taught guitar, and there's so many misconceptions about learning. I think one of the problems with this is the dreaded chord book. And yes, I know it gives you instant access, but if I can give you an example, you look at the primary chords, and then suddenly, somewhere down the line, you find this, and it doesn't make any sense to the other chords that you've learned. And those imaginative people would probably jump to another video on YouTube or turn to page 350 in the book, and suddenly they'd find themselves, and all the voicings and everything would be out of kilter. So the best way of learning is to learn scales, right? All the major scales, all the minor scales, and when you're trying to arrange a piece of music, just very, very simply, this is mainly geared for, I guess, intermediate kind of players. Always be aware of the melody. The melody is the most important, and that invariably is drawn from a scale. So what I'm going to look at today is a classic, a standard, part of probably the great American songbook. It's called Georgia on My Mind by Hoagy Carmichael, recorded by Ray Charles, Willie Nelson, Sinatra, all manner of people. And it was written in F originally, and of course the accompanying jazz players would just play a group of chords around F. I'm going to do this in G to make it a little bit easier. Okay, I'm going to just do it first. I'm not wearing any picks. I haven't got nails because my nails are like almost rubbery, calcium thing maybe, I don't know. So I play with the flesh of my fingers. And so what we're going to look at here is just two simple components in putting a tune together. First of all, the melody, and this is a slow melody. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the slow melody, and we're going to put some bass underneath it. Now most of you might think of a melody, and the bass is just very simply plodding like that, or you might have done some Travis picking. You might have done some of that. I'm going to walk this bass. So here we go. This is Georgia on My Mind. I don't have any of these fancy things in videos, the captions and all that kind of stuff. So you're just going to have to watch this and see what I'm doing. I'm going to start off with and this. Okay, and now here's the melody. Okay, there's the actual melody. I'll do that again, and I'll do it slowly this time. And it's just literally picking out a bare walking bass and a melody. Okay, so now the chords have been built around that whole thing. You're using chromatic bits in the walking bass, but essentially, you know, this is around a G chord, so ring, finger, 3rd fret, bottom E, and then you're going to play this D note on the B string, so that you're going, after you've done that, you're just walking up from that G, right, up that scale using the half notes. And this is around a B7 type chord here. And you're wandering that down there. And then here, you're on an E minor. And then there's a C6, C6, 7. And you're just flattening that there to get this. You're bringing that E flat note there into the equation, and then here just back to G, E minor there, just playing the 2 top strings, and then this would be an A minor, and then D7. And then for the intro, just here, I'm just using a G, a G sharp diminished, A minor 11, and a D7, which you can sharpen that leading note there. G major 7, yeah, G sharp diminished, A minor 11, and then here we are. So it's a classic chord sequence in some respects, you know, very commonplace in a lot of jazz standards, very commonplace in a lot of stuff. And so, you know, if you wanted to chord that out, you've got a G there, Georgia, and then B7, Georgia, and then E minor, how sweet the sound, C, and then here C minor, or E flat diminished, with that same old sound, E there, A minor, sweet Georgia on my mind. Now the second bit of it, you're in E minor, which is the relative obviously to G. Back again, and so on and so forth. So let's just do that little middle bit. I'll try and do that slowly. So you basically E minor to A there, yeah. And using the C sharp there, and then it's exactly the same thing, and then here. F sharp 7, and then B minor, and wander down that bass there until you return to the A section, the first bit of it. So I'm gonna just do it. I'm hoping you'll take stuff from this, and you can obviously stop the video and do little bits and pieces. But Georgia on my mind. Here we are. So I'll start it like this. So there you are, Georgia on my mind. This is just a lesson. This is a Guild F240e, great jumbo guitar, quite a reasonable price. It's not me performing, it's just a run through that. It might give you a little bit of something different in your locker, and hopefully it can take you on. But what you're actually looking at there is a melody and a bass line. You know, and then the chords start to slip themselves in. If you think so there we are. Have a look at it. I hope it's been helpful. It's given me something to do before I do a next round of gigs. But thanks for watching. All the best.